Hi, I'm Mark Del Vecchio with Clark+Del Vecchio, formerly Garth Clark Gallery, the ceramic specialists for the last 30 years in New York. We moved to Santa Fe 9 months ago after having closed our gallery there, and we are now just working online and doing fairs and things along that line. One of the things was, as we were looking for new artists, is we looked at the Southwest to see what was happening in the sort of the native world, etc., and looking for careers that were speaking beyond the Southwest. And among them, in fact, I think the star of the group that we found, because we only really came upon 3 artists that really excited us, that matched the other things we were doing, was Christine McHorse, who does these incredibly muscular and abstract forms that from a native point of view are undecorated. It's all about form. It's all about the beauty of shape and how things can change. Just to actually, as this particular one, this is one of the newer ones that Christine made. They're getting bigger and bigger. But we just had a natural affinity with her and her work. She is working with a micaceous clay, and it just was exactly the kind of things we look for. And there's no singular front. In fact, that's where the 2 vessels join, giving it a nice sexual feel to it, or even a sort of Art Nouveau kind of quality, which, your swirling lines and movement. And, or a work such as this one, which actually has, this could be anywhere between Noguchi and Haniwa Japanese ceramics from centuries ago. It's just so unique in its approach to things. So this was, I think, exactly what excited us with Christine. And we've worked with her for almost 10 years now, 8 years, something along that line. And then I'd love to introduce you to the artist, which is Christine McHorse, right here.
Hello.
So anything you want to say about the work,
yes,
particularly? You enjoy making it?
I enjoy it tremendously, and I especially enjoy working with Mark and Garth. It's a whole new venue for me, and what I do is use a native clay. I use a coil building technique, and thoroughly enjoy my work. Hopefully it comes through, and I'm having a great show here.
No, indeed. And in fact, between these 2, you can see the big jump in her work. That's a couple of years ago. The piece is called Owl, and if looked at correctly, you can make out his eyes and his ears, or whatever those things are that owls have. And versus when you start getting into these, which are much more of a grander abstraction that she's heading into. And Garth Clark and myself we're putting together a traveling museum show of her work that should travel around the country and hopefully abroad in about a year to a year and a half's time. So from a sofa point of view, she fits sofa perfectly because she is a postmodern mixing of a lot of different things coming together and her own originality. Otherwise, you would just get the decorated work that you typically see in this region, and you would put it, in Indian market. It would be decorated form, and the form wouldn't be as interesting as much as the decoration. And I think that's what really appealed to us about her, is it's all about the form. It's all about the strength of what you can create. And coil building as a technique is just making small coils and working your way up. So it's a very slow process. And first time I saw this piece, before it was unfired, before it was black, it was built up to about here, and I had absolutely no idea how she was going to resolve that. And again, just gradually built it up. So you have what is in essence an interior form and an exterior form.